Seriously, come on now. This thing. Okay, let's make this stupid phone stop beeping. I have literally just turned on the stream and my phone decides to scream at me. Shut up. Okay, good evening everybody. My name is Uso. We are playing Railroader. And it is still day 19. It's kind of late morning. Kind of, well, yeah, I suppose. In the grand scheme of mornings, it's late morning. And we are basically looking at right, you'll come in there and stop. That's absolutely fine. We are looking at what we ended up doing last time. Geez, I left this train heading down to where we are right now. And the Alarka local was hauling the Alarka deliveries. So we're good with all of that. And right now, I need to put these into position. And then we can make our way back to Alarka, and that's interesting. So that's full, that's full. Okay. Full of rails and full of ballast. What's this got on it? Oh, ties. So we are building the track across the bridge, and tomorrow, actually later today, we'll be able to head down to Nandahala if I could be bothered. Probably not going to do that. But, doink, hitch, thank you. We will turn on all of the. Oh, that's the back. That's the front. This is the back. We will select all the industries down the track here to level 3 or tier 3. I will not be running passengers down here for a while. So, I'll get this placed and then I can run this locomotive off back to Alarka Junction. It will sit there for a time. And I think I want to make the Alarka deliveries and haul out the copper from there. And then thinking I might take this locomotive back to Alarka Junction and haul a ton of stuff back to Bryson. And there's a couple of itty bitty things I need to get done. But right now I'm kind of where we need to be. So let me turn the sound up a bit so I can hear it. Not sure how far down the track we have to go here. So we've also opened up the track to silver, and with the locomotives we have, our return trains will need to be about 1,200 tons or less. I'm also planning to put the T22 through her paces as well, the Bryson local. We're a little short on money, so, and I do need, as soon as this bridge train is finished doing its building, we'll have to order the signals for whatever this stretch of track is called. But right now we can't do that. As far as milestones is concerned, we're building the bridge. That's been ordered. Those are available, but I'm not going to bother with those. Could build the almond water tower. And the McLean to Nantahala signals we're going to need. And I don't. It didn't tell me how much that cost, did it? No, it doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me because I can't unlock it yet. But this train will be done by the end of today, and then we'll be able to put the signals in. I'm not sure I'm going to bother with the almond water tower, because there's a water tower down at Nantahala and a coal thing down at Nantahala, and we're going to have to order those at some point. Alright, here we are. Can't see the wheel. There it is. Might need the second one on. We'll do both. Whoops. Apply the handbrake. Okay, disconnect that, and this will have to run tail first back down the line. Now, the other problem is there is not a turnaround at Nantahala. So we'll have to deal with that as we see fit. What's going on at Bryson? Oh, that's that train. Where are you? Oh, you're still there. So I think we're good to send passengers out right now. Whittier down to Alarka Depot. That seems good. That's all copied over. And yeah, for heavier trains on a slope, I will put out 2 handbrakes. And I've learnt that when you're putting log cars up at L2 on the Connolly branch, with some iterations of the patches, I have ended up with log cars down here, all the way from L2 when I only put 1 brake on. So sometimes I err on the side of caution. If the track is flat, I don't bother quite so much. Okay, 600, and welcome to this evening's stream. Road, go. Go, go, go. Okay, passenger train is departing and should be clear all the way to Alarka Junction. Oh yeah, well you can. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I like to be able to release the brake so it'll roll a little bit, not too much. Okay, number 12 is at Whittier. What was number 12 doing? Sitting at the wrong end of the rolling stock. I'm thinking I want to push this into East Whittier. This is true. Okay, I want this end at Whittier. No, that's the Elam. What the heck? Oh, that's the... Hang on, that's Whittier Sawmill. Really? I thought I was looking at a stencil car there. Okay. And I do have space there for a sawmill. Yeah. I'm not bothered about that one right now. That one is fine where it is. We need to deal with Alarka. Sharpish. So, we've got copper. Copper 1, copper 1, copper 2, another copper 2, and copper M1S. That's all sorts of messed up. Okay, so that's a 2, that's a 1, that's a 1. So, okay, let's break that. And we're on number 10. We are indeed. Going to break that down to 15. We'll pull this forward. How's that looking? Needs to go back to silver. So we're going to have to do some collections around here as well. But right now I want to get all of these sorted out. So that's 1, that's 1, and that's 1. You can't get across that line, can you? Okay. And probably that one. Yay. Okay, break that off. And the problem is I'm using the worker, and the worker tends not to leave air in the lines. Or does leave air in the line. I can't remember. Are we running vacuum brakes or air brakes? Okay, you can stop. Should probably stick that to yard mode now. So these three are going to 2. So we go up, we push it back up. I think we do M2 first. But yeah, the AI doesn't generally leave the brake system loaded. It must be air in the system because you bleed it. Okay, half a car length, go. Okay, collect them. I'm not sure what else we've got around here that might need to be returned. It's got machine parts. That needs to go to silver. That's staying here. Oh. That's fine. That's fine. That has lots in it. And those are all good. Okay. So we'll collect what's needed once we're done sorting out the copper. Go down. But yeah, we'll leave the if I did the driving myself, I may actually consider leaving air in the system so that so that I don't need quite so much in the way of handbrakes. But I do what works for me, and even if I did that, I would probably still end up putting a bunch of handbrakes on anyway. Okay. And my railroad speciality, we didn't have fitted brakes on the system. Everything was done with hand brakes or loose, unbraked vehicles. Okay. So you need to get going. Road forward. About 15, and we'll ride the locomotive for now. So we're running the big mogul here, and I still don't think it has the guts to do this most of the time. I also want to check back at Alarka, see which way we're switched. Need to keep an eye on 600. That's now heading to Ela. I'll get warning when she comes through Alarka Junction. So at the moment we're not running any freight on the main. And so we're clear to run freight or run passengers all the way to here, but obviously we're working this yard at the moment, so that might become an issue a little bit later. Anyway. Oh, I've also, yeah. Can we go 20 or track speed is 15? Okay. Actually, the only car with load on here is the box car with the mining tools. So this locomotive's capable of hauling most of this. It's just when the ore cars are loaded, it can have struggles manoeuvring a little bit. Okay, we need to. I am thinking of replacing this locomotive with a diesel switcher. It's the only depot, service depot, that comes with fuel, diesel oil as standard. But for now we're still building, and I don't really have the cash to run diesels right at this minute. And again, my historical speciality is 1920s, 1930s UK steam, mostly in the West Country and South Wales. So that area, you did see 1,000-ton coal trains, many of them unfitted. So you'll run, the only protections you have is the locomotive on the front and the guard's van or caboose on the back. So when you came to a steep hill, the guard would walk down the track, applying handbrakes on every car. Not fully applied, but sufficiently to produce enough friction to hold the train. And then the locomotive could pull the train down the hill without any problems. Or with less risk. Indeed, yeah. With multiple, I've driven across the US a number of times, and we have seen the. I haven't seen much in the way of coal. I haven't driven down many of the coal lines, but the cross-country freight is just absolutely crazy. Now in the UK, our trains are shorter, but significantly faster. You know, they're hauling coal trains at 50, 60 miles an hour. And up sometimes. Okay, so you're actually a train driver, which is fun. Oh, we've got to figure out where we're going here. We still have mining supplies in there. Gonna hold this on the grade here. Ela Station 910. Okay, those are ready to come out. This is empty. Okay, let us switch that, and we'll set the train keep going. Okay, so conductor. Okay. Yeah, I'm a computer programmer, so I'm not actually, you know, as far as history is concerned, I hated history at school. But I do have interest in some aspects of history, most of which that were never addressed at school. And thus, you know, I can... do I want to hitch those cars up to the locomotive? No, not really. We'll put them all behind there. That's fine. You need yard reverse 10 go. But yeah, so you know, I'm fairly well read on UK operations. I have very little idea how American operations works, short of what I've researched on the internet. I think my main streaming game is Farming Simulator. And again, not a farmer, but I've learned a lot about farming since I started playing Farming Simulator. Okay, 1, 2, 3, you're all going to M2E. Yes, we can break that off, and I'll stick the handbrake on anyway, because why not? We need to pull forward and hitch those cars to the back, so go for it. Okay, yeah, that's a thing. Okay, you're clear there. We can switch that now. All clear for 10 cars. You don't need to go that far. Yeah. Yeah, that can be an issue. I know from South Wales in England, where a lot of the coal mines were back in the early 1900s, they could actually get away with effectively running large switcher locomotives to haul quite heavy coal trains. And the reason for that was because they haul the empties uphill and they brake the fulls down the hill. So you've got to have a good set of brakes on you, and thus quite a few wheels. But what you don't have to worry about is need to there we go. What you don't have to worry about is overly powerful locomotives hauling things up hills. With South Wales, you also had an issue that because the mountain passes were quite winding, you couldn't run a large tender locomotive up a lot of the grade. But like we're doing here, I'm hauling the empties up a hill with a fairly light locomotive, and I'm braking the full ones down the hill. Yeah, that does make sense, and that was the history of the South Wales line. A lot of their earlier locomotives were 062s, just because you couldn't get more wheels or more rigid wheels or more wheels on a rigid frame. They did eventually get some 280s. And a couple of they had extremely poor range, small water tanks, and half the bunker on the back was water as well. And to give them a little bit more range, they stuck a pony truck on the back, increased the size of the bunker so they could actually go places. But like I said, a lot of the time it wasn't a problem, because you're just you're rolling down the hill holding the full cars with brakes, or you're just hauling up an empty load, which is a lot easier. Obviously, the US, you don't have that ability, because you've got, if you want to go east-west or west-east, you've got to haul it over a big set of mountains, and your trains have to take those climbs. Now this is where it starts getting challenging, because I'm going to be hauling up the hill here. So, I wonder... Oh, 901 is actually there. So we can turn 901 off. You're good where you are. Neutral brakes are on, steam's off. I know early in the game I used to end up with steam locomotives stuck because the steam would be on and that would just drain the water with the brakes on, and yeah, you have problems there. Let's go find Alarka number 10 again. So this train I'm going to have to run around, and in actual fact I can now consider getting those coal cars on the front of the locomotive. Yeah. There are some interesting grades on the main line of this game as well. That can catch you. There's, everybody knows about the climb west out of Bryson, but there's also a climb east out of Bryson, which catches a lot of people by surprise initially. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Don't think there's any empty cars at the top there, so I got to get the locomotive on the back. Hopefully that's good enough. Yes. All right. And then I suppose what I can do is that you should always put the brake at the back end. And then what I'm now going to do is, let me see, yard forward 5. Yeah, that's where we want these parked. Oh no, yeah, I kind of forgot. No, I can, yeah, we can do this. This is doable if I think it through. So, first things first. I need to back down onto those cars. Yes, the climb up to Cowie, I'm aware of that one. It always, that always used to catch me out as well. And you'd haul a train out of East Whittier, and then by the time I got to Dillsborough, there was no coal, no water, and I'd sort of mess things up. So there's a lot of considerations here running this line. I don't know why that hasn't opened. We'll close that. So if I push this reverse 10 back this way, yeah, and why aren't we going? Because we need to do that. That's a plan. Okay, you do not have to go that far. Get you straightened out. Oops. And then the other thing I will consider while I'm playing this is shunting without the brakes attached. If you're running light, it's just as easy to knuckle up and then disconnect when you're in position. Okay, we'll attach that, we'll close that, and actually I don't want to go 20. I want to go about 5. Go on. Now she's trying to push and pull 4 or 5 full cars. That's a little bit more of a struggle. Clear for 2 and break that there. You're fine. And break that. Disconnect that before the brakes feed, and I will now. Okay, you take it easy. Have fun. And thanks for following. Maybe catch you some other time. I usually stream once a week, not necessarily the same day of the week. Push that up. Now, come down here. So that one's coming off. Yes. Push that into there. Oh, this is going to get somewhat interesting, I think. Please pass that switch, and we are good. Okay. So plant that, disconnect that, and okay, tricksy little stuff. Oh, this is fine. Now that we're not quite done with the switching. 2, 1. And brakes. Okay, need to pull this one out and then put that one in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one over here and then we'll pull the full cars out. Put that on the back. I like to have the lightest cars on the back of the train if at all possible. Now, question. Oh, we might get paid for this. Yes, we will. Darn. Not really ready for that one to be delivered yet, but never mind. And clear for 1. Stop. Go 5. I suppose the other thing I could have done was pulled all of this out, grabbed that one off there, and then done all the shenanigans of running around up that end. Keep going, you want to go another car length, please. Well, we'll know for next time we do this. Alright. Apply the handbrake there. This should be good for 5. Clear for less than a car. Forward. Probably 5. If we came from there, 5 should put us in approximately the same place. Of course, once this is placed, I actually want to back it up about 3, maybe 4. Not an option, so we'll have to do it 5 again. You want to brake? Oh, he's still thinking about it. Gotcha. Okay, I'm going to have to tell this to stop early. And I can push back on those. I think we're now good. Oh, that's there. We're going to, oh no, we want to come down the hill that way. Round there, into there, and I can switch it back to there. That can switch straight, and I'm going to come to the end. I'm going to switch that one to force a stop at the end of that ladder, and get rid of the map. Handbrake off. And yeah, that definitely looks like probably a little bit more than 5. Okay, passengers hauling out of Bryson, just noticed that. So I'm going to need to keep an eye out for it getting to Alarka Junction, because we'll have to adjust the switches there if we're not done with this. Half a car length go. So still got the power to push 4. Which is fine. Let's go fetch the last car from here. And all this has to go back to silver. So what weight are we running here? Yeah, still less than 400. So it's not bad. Keep going, keep going, keep going, and gotcha. All right, back it up. Road 15, you are clear out of here. Oh, you've got a problem, do you? Well, hang on a minute. Switch that one. And what the heck are you doing over there? More importantly, what the heck are you doing over there? Oh, did I leave the... Oh, I did. Well, that was rather fortunate, all things considered. Switch that one back to 600. So you need to exit. Wow. I did not check that out very well, did I? Because obviously the passenger train departed Bryson this morning, and all it's done so far is run down to East Whittier. So I never set those crossovers back to, you know, come down the main line. And we ended up going through the freight loop rather than even the diverging line. Anyway, he's on his way out. So that's good. 4 cars. Also good. Close that switch. So now whatever train comes this way will go straight through the station. He's off and out of there. Let's go play with this guy who should be reaching the bottom. Now I think what I need to do here, all the cars over here, there's a car up there that needs to be returned. Nothing at the chemical plant, so that's good. We do need to grab that one. So I'll grab that one first and stick it on the back of the cars here. Which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Okay. So now we're done with the iron ore. We can switch that to the offside of the Y so that the passenger train can turn around. I don't necessarily need to run this all the way. Doesn't hurt. So fuel oil in there, lots of coal in there, so there's nothing there. That's fine. Apply that, throw that off, and go 15. So at the very least we can get... We've got more than enough time. There's still 3 stops, passenger stops, between here and the passenger train. Would be nice to have waypoint driving here. I can probably switch that. So once this train's done, we'll haul all these up to Alarka Junction. That's fine. The locomotive that's currently sat at Alarka Junction, I need to get that run round the Y. Probably run up the hill to Robinson Coal, and haul the coal cars down. Hitch up to the rest of this train. We can haul all of those out to Bryson. Then we'll see how heavy they are. I don't want to do the Bryson train yet because I need... What do I need the Bryson train for? Oh, there's another car that needs to go to Bryson. Go on, you can get across there. Seriously, you're not that long. Go. Okay, thank you. Far enough. Go back and grab that. We can now switch that straight. Actually, while we're doing this bit of shunting, we don't have to worry about the passenger train showing up. So, let's get in here. There we go. Handbrake off. How's fuel on this? Fuel, well, we're getting a little short on wood. I could probably haul up to Alarka and then re-water there. Or Alarka Junction, should I say. Okay. Set that straight. 2 cars. 2 more cars. And another 2 cars. And we'll switch that, back it up. 20. Not sure how far we need to go, but that's kind of a long way. Oops, no, I need to leave that one open for a moment because we've got to bring the locomotive out. Might just run her down the main. Okay, still running. Where are you at? Oh, just approaching Hemingway. Nice. So a little bit close. Clear for 2 cars. Clear for 1, go 5. Nice. Okay, that's all good. Already got a brake attached. Disconnect, forward, go for it. Eventually, let's go road 20. So as soon as I've run through here, right, arrived at Hemingway, 9:39. The passenger train will pause round here for a while, and we'll get the last car to Bryson as needs to go. Okay, you can reverse, switch that, switch that. Alright, let's go get the rest of our freight. So stopped at Hemingway. Next stop is at Alarka Junction. So I think I don't know where this is Alarka. So spotting the location based on what switches I can see. That can switch straight. So we're all set. Passenger train through to here. Although I'm not done with all the switching yet. Switch that. Switch that. That needs switched. And switch that. Okay, so as I said, these chemicals and chemicals are good. Oil is good. Coal is good. So those are loading real slow. Then that's got metal stock. That's empty. That's got machine parts. That's darned annoying. So I need to... How am I going to do this? We pull both of those cars out. We put them in there. We drop off the one, we put the other one back, and we hitch up to that and head back to the Alarka yard. That's going to be easy enough, I guess. There's actually not a lot of switching here. And I'm going to have to put that on yard mode, go. And this one we're just not going to get paid for. Unfortunate, but okay. Sneak, 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 and connect. Brakes on the back. Let's go more. 5 is, I'm pretty sure, not enough here. Six, 5, yeah, we still need to go a few more, but not 10. Stop. Switch 5. We'll go forward 5. Two. 1. Go 2. That's fine. Pull that one out. departing Hemingway. Okay, next stop, Alarka Junction. Be nice to get some buildings around here too. I'm not sure how they're getting on. I know there's now a bunch of locations that have loading and unloading buildings. There's more Ayla. There's... I think the Holyfield Oil now has some buildings. The stuff at Dillsborough does. Apply the handbrake, disconnect, back it up. But that's all on the experimental branch. I didn't load the experimental branch. I have no idea if this playthrough will be compatible with the experimental branch or if I'll have to start over again. So we're going to try and get as far along as we can, and then I might have to restart. Okay, fetch that car. Now, see, this car is empty, so I could just attach to it and not bother lacing up the brakes. Because the locomotive brake is more than sufficient to hold the weight of this car. Disconnect the handbrake and clunk. No, we're going to have to, because there is some air in the system. Okay. Reverse road. 15, go. So, might as well ride with it. So this is good. And as usual, I'll leave all the switches green as we pass them. We didn't have any problems there, did we? No, we still got almost 28 tons of coal there. So we're good through here. Okay, she's just approaching Alarka Junction. This is green, this is green. Gonna need to switch this one and that one. So let's run over here. Okay, switch that to normal. Switch that to normal. And we're coming through here, into there and into there. So as soon as we pass this switch, we can stop. Lots of smoke and steam. Awesome stuff. Okay, arrived at Alarka Junction. So 53 she'll be ready for departure there. I'm guessing once she's through Alarka Junction, I can probably run the big train round and go up to Robinson's. Something. Anderson's is the far end station. Station at the other end of the line that we are probably never going to reach in this playthrough. Switch that forwards. Yard forward, go. Receive passenger fares, quite a bit. 126. What do we get at Bryson? We got 59. Nah. Hemingway, we didn't get. Nobody wanted to go to Hemingway. Oh, how sad. So, switch that on. I'm not sure which end I've got the handbrake. Oh, handy. So I want this to haul out to here. We'll then push this into this line of the ladder. And then we'll park it for a while. Again, 400 tons, not too big of an issue. 11 cars, way too many. And stop. Okay, so we push this in a little way. Oh, 600 is on a signal for 15. Resume speed. Nice. And 10. Get this hitched. Doink. Hitch up. Handbrake off. You can probably go 10-ish more. As soon as that's straight, switch that. I don't have to switch this one. I don't really have to go all the way in, but we'll park it on a siding and not on the switches. How about that? And good enough. And manual neutral, steam's off, everything's good. 600. You're still stationary at Alarka Junction. Let's go. Switch there. And that's all set to switch, so as soon as I get that one out, we'll run it round the Y. And 52. You should be departing any minute now. Fuel 2000. So I'll probably bring this one back for water here. I don't have to. We're only rolling up to the coal mine and back down. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. The Alarka freight will come in here. We'll release the locomotive and send that back. And then the coal we bring down will hitch to the front. And then before we leave for Bryson, we'll get this watered. Okay. So I guess I want 901 there. Oh, you know what? Let's go road 15. Beep, beep, beep. And you can stop there. And we'll follow the passenger train down the Y. Okay, what is the beeping about? Tomorrow, weather and weather. Okay, nothing exciting. Okay, that's good. Let's run down here. So next train up here, I'm going to feed in there. No, don't do that yet. Actually, while we're checking here, obviously that will need to be switched. Everything else is good. And you are done. And I think I can throw that back at 20 now. Okay, that's good. And that's now good for the freight. And the coal is needing to go in that spur there, so we'll set that up. And you are looking at a stop signal because we've got the Robinson coal open. Okay, I did hit that one right. I guess I'm going to ride this train up the hill to the coal mine. So train at Bryson I'm not doing. I need to get down to Whittier at some point. Train's still on AI. So Alarka stops, Bryson stopped. We haven't even moved the Bryson locomotive yet. That's okay. Oh, we've only got 15 mile/h speed up here. Maybe we skip it. Let's go to Whittier. Because this train needs to do a thing. So Whittier, number 12, forwards, yard, road, 20. So I'm going to see how capable this locomotive is as we drive down to Bryson with all the freight on the front. First things first, I've got to drop that first car in the sawmill before we depart. That's empty, needs to go to Silver. How's this? I'm actually thinking, oh, we don't have a coal car there. Ooh. I'm actually thinking I might buy a second coal car for here, so we've always got something. When one car fills off, we can just swap it out and take it down to Silver, and then bring it back and leave it parked there for when the next one needs done. And that doesn't need to be switched that way. All right, you're good. So if I look back here, we come out of there, through there, and through there. Then we're all the way down to Wheeler, where I want to switch into there. All right. And that's fine. Go. The other thing I should watch for as well, locations. Sawmill. We've still got 50 logs, so no biggie there. We can take 63. I noticed all the log cars were empty, so we are going to have to push the log cars up the hill at some point, but no big hurry quite yet. Hitch that to there. Hopefully we should be in the catchment area. Turn that on. Oh, maybe not. Maybe yes. Okay, the handbrake's on the other car, so disconnect that. We'll back it up. And I will lace that up. Okay. So that was a lightning stop at the sawmill. This car has to go to Ela. This car has to go to Bryson. So that's what we're going to do next. Road forwards 25. And we're going to push, which not exactly ideal. I do have a big locomotive there, which would probably be better suited for what I'm planning on next, but I do want to see how this works out. And while we're doing things, let us contract 3. Dillsborough fuel, yeah, contract 3. Freight house we can't, that we can't, depot we can't, locust pin we can. I am not going to do, oh, the silver coal and lumber, we could do that too. Okay, so those are all going to kick in tier 3 tomorrow. Let's run down here. Everything else is tier 5 except that, which is tier 4, and I got to go again to get tier 5. Alarka may be tier 3 with 4, so I've got to wait till tomorrow before I can kick any of the Alarka services up to 5. Alarka fuel, machining and chemical. Okay, so that's all good. I need to, that's good, that's good. We need to switch that. Oop. And number 10 is off. No, number 12 is off and running. And that train there is all good. So I'm going to stick that on manual for now. No, I'm going to stick that on road. You keep going. 901. Stick you on manual for now. Good. So we might end up with some more coal cars drop before there's 1.2 tons of mining supplies there before that locomotive needs to leave. So I'm good with that park there. Sometimes I'd park it over there, but I'm good with that for now. So passenger train is heading towards the tunnel, so I can't do anything with the other one. So let's go back to the Whittier train. And Holyfield heating oil, that's all good. Stenzel, that's all good. And oh, that needs to go back. I can probably pick that up. Well, I guess we'll see. That's annoying. I'll say that right now. But anyway, let's ride the Whittier train. Because obviously I'd like to drop off at Ela as quickly as we can. And I might also end up doing a collection at Ela as well. Okay, let's go Bryson. So, next train through is a freight train which goes there and will need to drop off in that first spur. So, we get to ride along again. As soon as 600 starts slowing down, well, we can actually do 35 almost on the Alarka branch. Okay, that looks like she's approaching Alarka Depot. So then we'll be able to move number 10 down to Alarka Junction. Good, we've got a lot of water, we've got a lot of coal. So I'm trying to think best way to do all of this now. Oh, and I'm pretty much at the point where almost everything we need to do is set up for mainline hauls. So I've got to get 901 will be heading back to Fontana Bridge and hitching up to the work train there to sit. Oh, actually, I just noticed. Let's select number 12 because that's a good plan. Yeah, we'll haul the coal and iron up to Bryson and then send 901 all the way back to Fontana Bridge and hitch up to that train and wait till the works train is finished. Then we can haul that back to Alarka Junction and hold it in the exchange there. Number 10 will haul the freight out to Alarka Junction and then just return to Alarka engine service area. 900 is sat at East Whittier. I've got to get it turned around so I can send it down to Silver, but that will take the train from Bryson, which this I'm going to try and haul the coal and iron and all the Bryson returns and everything else with this locomotive back to East Whittier. Once she's at East Whittier, I can start doing fetching logs and all the things, pulling out the sawmill cars that are full, and we'll assemble a nice little train for 900 to haul back to Silver. I'll probably send the 900 back to the Dillsborough shed because it's a good thing to do. Okay, we should be coming... Ah, she's at Alarka already. We should be coming up to Ela. So since we're at Ela now, there's the signpost. We'll get all of this arranged and then I'll set this off towards Bryson. But for right now, farming supply, that's going back to Silver. Okay, that's coming out. That will be coming out, I think, imminently. So, what I want to do is this. handbrake. I should have switched that first. Quick. So I think my plan here, we'll put this one at the back of the farm supply. There we are, $404. Wow. Handbrake. Did disconnect that. But I should be able to get all three of those in that slot. And then on the way back from Bryson, we'll pick them up. At least that's the plan. Yard forwards, 20 go. It looks like there's enough clearance there. Whee! Didn't actually look how close the clearance was, but like I said, I think it's close enough. So I think I will check. Oh yeah, more than enough space for all three cars. Switch that, the handbrake's on the back. All right. Yeah, there's no point in switching these two around. This one has to come out. That one, 6.6 tons. By the time we're coming back to East Whittier, that one will also probably be empty. I think I need another locomotive based at East Whittier now. Now that Silver's unlocked, I think the main freight will be running from Silver to Bryson, and we'll do a lot of our sorting there. But I'm going to probably use this for all the stuff close to East Whittier, between Bryson and here. Or the other place. What is the other place? Wilmot. There's a couple of sidings here at Wilmot. So I'm thinking we can service all of those from Whittier, Ela down to Wilmot. But then, because we're venturing further afield with that locomotive, I might want something a little bit more dedicated to sawmill work. But I'll see. Because obviously we can't afford any extra locomotives here. I'm also probably going to need a switcher down at Silver. Quite a heavy one, so we can haul stuff from Dillsborough Yard down to the Silver Exchange and bring it back in the morning. And then just have a main freight that you can haul everything down to Bryson as needs to go. Okay. So that's all good. 600 is moving into the Y at Alarka. And probably going to slightly block the road there. Okay, that's fine. Handbrake on. I'll put the handbrake on the back car because we'll be hauling the other two out some point soonish. And you can depart. Okay. Zoom in at Ela. I want that spur switched. And frankly, that can go straight now. All right. Everything's good. And we'll tidy up as we go. Shut that off. And shut that off. And that still has... I don't know if that's a load or an unload. Okay, hitch that. Brake off. Road. We'll send it 25. And we'll follow it at least until she clears the line here at Ela. Okay, so surprisingly not a lot of work. We haven't done much in the way of auxiliary, local deliveries today so far. Obviously, we've finished at Alarka. We've done all the collections there. We have done 0 at Bryson. But you, we can switch you to manual. Should we run it round? No, we'll switch it to manual. Hitch that over. That's good. That's good. So that ladder's good. I want Alarka. No, not yard. Road. Reverse. 25. I think that's probably good. We can switch that. And off she goes. That's cool. And we're still only running 450 tons, including the locomotive. So that's not too heavy. I think the T22 can probably manage. And we'll switch that. The locomotive will come in here through there. Probably end up, I don't mind it getting this far. I might run it through the refueling stage. So we can now run this around. I think. Put the handbrake on the back and ooh. 600. Road forwards. Yeah, 15. Yeah, I know the switch is against you. Off you go. All right. Well, this is happening, I could do all of those and copy. Okay, that's good. Switch that way, and whoops. And that switch that way. So all the passenger cars are ready to stop at every single stop, which does mean that the train could get very, very full. I might need to start thinking about ditching all of these cars and getting the bigger ones. Okay, now switch to there. I mean, the Atlantic's good enough for hauling 4 of these. Haven't had any problem with that at all. But I'm not quite so sure she'll be able to haul the bigger. If we look at what we can do here. I think we're pulling those 60 cars, £57,000. These are the big ones, and they're no. These are the big ones, 84 and 2.5 times the weight. Not good. Switch that there, and in actual fact, yard mode reverse 20. I did get the freight house. All right, you are good. Train from Whittier is still heading. And the train from Alarka is still headed places. So doink. Switch that. Handbrake off. And I'm going to put that on manual. So that train is good and stopped. Everybody else is good and stopped. Number 12 is close up. Coming round the mountain when she comes. Approaching Bryson, which is good. The Alarka train is quite possibly approaching Alarka. Well, if this locomotive is approaching Alarka, we'll sit with this one. Yes. Is this Alarka? No, this is Hemingway. Okay, fine. Let's go look at this guy, because he should be... there's a post there. Not sure what that's about. That's the line up to the alternate wood place. What is the alternate wood? Walker. Okay. Oh my goodness. So I've got 3,600 money. Oh. Phone is telling me it's time to sleep. Well, it's time to think about sleep. It's a work night, so I set that up for 9:30, so I've got enough time to think about, okay, let's get to a closing point. We're really almost there. I do have... This switch is all set. So we'll be going diverging line. Actually, we'll be going beyond diverging line. I think it should say restricted. Restricting Bryson East, which is the lower of the three signals. And once we've crossed this, we can switch this for passenger. I'm probably going to run the passenger train down to Silver once all the freight moves are done. For right now, we're hauling this into the yard. Do I want to turn this locomotive round? I'm kind of inclined not to. Because I like pushing the logging cars up the hill. I'll hitch that on the back. Okay, what are we looking at here? That's going. That's nearly empty. That's good. That's not there. That's completely full. And then we got stuff out to Lapish. Someplace. Are you connected? Yes, you are. Good. Need to get closer. Okay, that's good. I'm going to back that off. So, what do we got here? We've got Appalachian Hardwoods, the freight house. Freight house is that one over there. Team Track is over there, and a whole bunch of other ones, and the Bryson Coal and Lumber. So I think the plan is for me to come out with the switcher, grab that and put that in there, and then I think I want to be at the back of everything. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and that actually needs to go at the front. Well, I can see how that works out. So obviously the freight house, we can pull these two off, put that one there, put that one there, pull this one out and stick it in another track. I'll figure it out, but that's for next time. This locomotive is done with and parked, and manual. I might make use of this locomotive as well, just to ease up how awkward it's going to be to run stuff around and switch stuff around, and it's just, it is what it is. So that one stopped. The Bryson locomotive, you know what? I think that's set. I can probably just get rid of that. Switch that and switch that. Okay, we want the Bryson switcher. I think I've got it locomotive west. Well, she certainly looks like she's coming this way, so that's good. Alarka. Now you're here. Here you are. Apply the handbrake and switch that. Switch that. Set us for number 10. Oh, and switch that. Switch that. That's all good, and you need to come back the other way now. Good. So that locomotive now should head all the way back to Alarka. Be absolutely fine. And we really don't need to watch her leave. Well, we can watch her leave. Bye. Okay, that's done. Number 11 is reversing back there. Yard. Go. Doink. Hitch that, handbrake on, take that off, handbrake off. Okay, I'm going to move that about half a car length forward. And set to come in there, that's full, and through to there, and there is exactly enough room for the switcher plus a car. Okay, so who's not doing a thing? Number 10's running back to Alarka, so I think we will call that good for today. We have Bryson left to do, and we've got the coal down here. We've still only got 3 coal cars here. So what I'm probably going to do is we'll sort Bryson, and then we'll grab whatever's here and haul all of this down to Bryson as well. And then 901 will have to return to Fontana Bridge. Apart from that, I guess we're going to see what happens when it happens. But for now, I need to get some sleep, so I wish you all a good rest of your week. We'll be back Saturday with some Farming Simulator on Glenleathan. But for now, I'm out of here. Have fun, everyone, and good night.